gain knowledge from you and your word. We thank you for your love. And fathers, in Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Please be seated. Item number 2 on the agenda, ask for a roll call. I am here.
Here.
Present.
Commissioner Reyes. Commissioner McBride. Here. Sheriff Kirkpatrick. Here. Judge Goff.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have the floor.
Thank you. At this time, I'm going to alter our agenda slightly and move an item up, item number 12, which is to have discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding the selection or appointment of the executive director. As everyone knows, we met in a special meeting of the full commission to conduct interviews a week ago, and a recommendation came out of that to be moved forward. And at this point in time, I'd like to, I would accept a motion based on the outcome of that meeting. Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to introduce the 5th Executive Director of the Texas Commission on Jail Standards, Ricky Armstrong. Back on point here. Item number 3, reading and approval of the minutes for the meeting conducted on February 5th and April 23rd, 2026. Is there anything in the minutes that any of the members noticed needs to be corrected?
Seeing none, I make a motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a
Second.
second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4, public comment. We've got some folks today for public comment, as well as some stuff that was sent in to us. Just a reminder, as always, when I call your name, please head straight up and begin your comments after you introduce yourself for the record. We have somebody that will be monitoring time, and that's the one thing we ask so we can get through everybody, is to listen. You'll hear 2 separate alarms go off. One tells you you have a 2-minute warning, 1-minute warning, and then the louder one will tell you your time has expired. So we just ask that everybody be respectful of that. So on that note, I would ask for Lydia Leos to come forward.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you, Chair, for members of the Jail Commission for allowing the opportunity to speak with you today. I am here today to speak about notifications to families regarding the death or serious illnesses of a loved one in jail. Or rather, I want to speak about the lack of notification, as there currently is no standard requiring a jail to contact family whenever a person dies or suffers serious illness leading to hospitalization. I know this with firsthand experience, being robbed of precious time that I could have had with my son after he suffered a medical emergency in the Bexar County Jail. I was bounced from person to person for hours pleading for information while he sat on life support in a local hospital. My son Julian died almost 6 years ago inside the Bexar County Jail due to medical negligence. By the time my son was transported to the hospital, he was already 98% brain dead. And it took them 12 hours to tell me that he was critically injured. When I make it to the hospital, I'm completely blindsided and told that his soul has already gone to heaven. I'm in the hospital with him for 3 mornings, awaiting for his organs to be harvested. When the jail released a press memo degrading my son's life and legacy, before an investigation was ever even conducted by the Texas Rangers or this commission, the jail had already come out with their story to sensationalize the shift of blame to my son for the shortcomings that led to his custody death. I wish this was an isolated story, one person falling through the cracks, but it is not. It's an exception, but the norm. There are countless stories of loved ones, legal next of kin, who learn about death of their relative on the news or from other incarcerated persons, of families who are contacted not when their loved one is transferred to the ICU, but rather when they've been admitted for weeks and the medical team would like to discuss the goals of the treatment. Whenever families are notified late, this creates enormous amounts of mistrust, which is hard to move past. In the case of death, how is a family supposed to believe anything the jail tells them when a jail couldn't be bothered to call immediately with that kind of news? In case of illness, how should a family think that a hospital doctors and nurses have their best interest in mind whenever they avoid updating the next of kin about their loved one's illness? This is such an obvious standard. It's remarkable it doesn't already exist. Jails should be required to contact families immediately following a death or emergency transfer to a hospital. Not for every medical issue, not when the patient will likely be fine and back from the hospital in no time, but when it matters most, when time is precious. Please consider adopting such rules in the future so no one loses precious last moments with their loved ones as I did. Thank you.
Thank you. Trishonda Scott.
To a Karen. Specifically for he was taken to jail. He received and he became CCQ. This was our Harris County Jail. These systems for So I'm asking you guys.
Thank you. Technical difficulty, please stand by.
There's an extra microphone over here. There's an extra microphone.
All right, we're going to move along. We just asked for you guys giving public comment, you may just speak a little louder, so we pick up maybe on some of these other microphones we've got. Next up is Reba Bailey. Reba Bailey.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Reba. A human being is
Thank you. Tiffany, is it Hagens?
in my family as well.
You. Cassandra Johnson.
Good morning. Months. I learned it. Then the sheriff. I lived. I lived this. Step out of that. Do something. Let's make a change. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Alexis Lungi. Fine.
act of murder. What in God's name does?
Anthony Johnson.
I am Anthony Johnson, father of Anthony. But at some I know where congratulations. In my and I speak two seven. Two seven. Point three. So will this commission jumpstart mental health needs? So we have to have to do and uphold the righteous.
Thank you. V. Patel. V. Patel.
Do you wear the same? Would you be for a fresh man? Her the Texans in your I'm in a Texas County. As you've heard of the Texas. But this 3 minutes you choose to inform. Thank you.
Grace Reynolds.
My husband has been until Monday. The larger issue is accountability requires guilty or
Jacqueline Johnson?
does not reflect. The sheriff claims another in custody. While this jail is failures. Sheriff and only this. Why are people are making it is a response. And when oversight
Thank you. Krish Gundu.
Congratulations. Krish Kundu, co-founder. As some of you know, all of these rules basic health needs, particularly for women. To prevent infection. These are not isolated. And inadequate serious complications. This is a controlled environment. As of last night, there were of those 30, 2 people had not had. Whose death has yet. The last thing I want to address to care for what people whom the people were very. It took us over a year.
Thank you. We have two, I believe it's two, just one.
We have a public comment that was emailed to us on May the 5th. Said, I had promised Chief Herclocks that in the public comment at TCJS, I will include my commendation for Captain Ferris, who went above and beyond to ensure the safe release of one of our clients who repeatedly cycles through jails and group homes due to his inability to access the level of care he needs for his persistent and serious mental illness. The timely coordination and communication from Captain Ferris helped us and the family get the young man safely to his residence. I may not be able to make it to the TCJS meeting this Thursday, so please consider this my official commendation to be shared publicly with the commission if possible. As promised, I'm also CCing County Commissioner Simons and her chief of staff on this email, as they are most responsive county officials on jail and mental health issues. Thank you, Krish Gunda, Texas Jail Project.
With that,
Well, this one was received April 15th. I think this was I think this is on the agenda. So I think we're good to go with that.
good then. And that will close public comment. Move to item number 5, old business, Bear County. Director Armstrong.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bear County is on the agenda this morning for review of compliance status. Bear is in enhanced enforcement with a remedial order in place. I believe we have representatives stepping up now to provide us with an update. Any questions?
Does any members have any questions for Bear County representatives?
Like Chief said, we did have a comprehensive inspection with Bear County in February. They did pass that inspection. They still need to pass one more to be removed from enhance, and then we can take action on the remedial order. So continue to monitor and stay in compliance. And we recommend no action to continue monitor.
All right, no action necessary. Thank you. Item B, the Harris County Jail. Notice of noncompliance and remedial order.
Sheriff Rowe, please note that I'm going to recuse myself. Thank you.
Understood.
Harris County is on the agenda this morning for a review of its compliance status. Harris County is in enhanced enforcement with a remedial order in place. We do have representatives coming up to speak to the board today to give us an update. As well, I'd like to note that they have completed a comprehensive inspection in Harris County in December 25. That inspection had 2 areas of noncompliance at the time. They have asked for a reinspection. We reinspected that facility, and Harris County is currently in compliance with minimum jail standards.
Good morning, I'm Tom. Chief Boss is going to give some.
Thank you.
Good morning. Philip Wilson. Congratulations, Rick. A few numbers. Some of the stuff that we've been. So currently our as so really good progress. We that is a So really, so we're going to review. So we're going to bring 200. So that'll be an. And again, continue to work.
Any commission members have any questions?
Just a couple
Armstrong?
follow-up real quick. Can you tell me how many inmates you have housed out of state? 1,050?
Yes, sir. That's over.
And I know with the remedial order, you don't have any variances. Do you have any floors that you're still working on and remodeling and? Do you have the staff to open that floor?
Yes, sir. But
Continue, okay,
as we refurbish that.
okay. As you know, Harris County's been working with us under an agreed plan of action. They still need to pass 2 comprehensive inspections to be removed off of enhanced. So with that, since they're in compliance, we recommend no action and continue monitoring and working with Harris County.
Very good. Thank you all. Item C, Leon County. There we go.
Leon County is on the agenda this morning for a review of its compliance status. Leon is in enhanced enforcement with a remedial order. We do have a representative here to talk with us. I'd like to note that we conducted a comprehensive inspection in March of 2026, and Leon is currently in compliance, and they will need to pass 1 comprehensive inspection to be removed off the enhanced.
My name is Robert Kelly. I'm the assistant. Continue to monitor. And we're looking forward.
Very good. Any questions from any commission staff? Director Armstrong, recommendation?
Staff recommends no action at this time since they are in compliance and continue to monitor. And we'll be out there to do another inspection at some point soon, hopefully, and get you off this enhanced list. Thank you.
Thank you. Item D, Liberty County. Director Armstrong?
Liberty County is on the agenda for review this morning of its compliance status. Liberty is enhanced with a remedial order. We do have representatives from Liberty here to talk to us today. We were out there as recent as last week, May 1st, and we did some training with Liberty County for a couple of days, and then the inspector did go ahead and do a comprehensive inspection. There are still some deficiencies, but they have cleared 4 of the 7 deficiencies. They are moving in a positive forward direction at this time. They've done lots of maintenance, and I'm going to let them explain where they're at with that. We did also receive a signed order from Liberty County that we'll discuss after their comments.
Go ahead.
Join this.
The jail administrator.
Sure.
We recommend it.
Any questions from any of the commission staff?
Sheriff, one question, if I may. If you could, you kind of mentioned it, but if you could expand on the item, Liberty County was not processing the results of the suicide screening forms as required. What does that mean, and what are you doing with that?
They were. Our staff trained.
Okay, are you achieving that now, or is that something you're hoping towards?
That's where we're.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Rick Armstrong?
And if I may address that as well, Dr. Porza, that the inspector didn't find any issues this time with the CCQ reports, so that was cleared as a deficiency. The three deficiencies they have at this time is the locks on the doors, two-way voice communication, and the still some inoperable light fixtures, but like she said, not in the inmate housing area that they're housed in. Y'all have moved inmates from the one side to the repaired side, is that correct? Okay. Do we have a timeline on that project being completed? Uh-huh.
Which is a little bit. Let me just say, we wish we could get them. I think there is a project manager.
We had it done within.
To wrap up. And also, a week or so ago, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we did receive a signed order this morning from Liberty County that they signed through with their commissioner's court. We have not had a chance to review it yet to make sure that everything in there that we were looking for is there. We will do that, and as soon as we can, if the board would approve, just make a motion to continue to monitor them with approval of this after we read over it, and we'll be able to sign it and move into this order with Liberty County.
Commission members, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? And I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll keep up with you until we get through all this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number E, Rains County. Director Armstrong.
Rains County is on the agenda this morning for review of its compliance status. Rains is in enhanced enforcement with a remedial order in place. We do have representatives here that to provide us an update.
One more. Police report. You always find summary. I'm not gonna- I was trying to. You could describe where we're at. You know, I believe it is important. Kind of- it's- Attended the judge. Sometimes. And I think the comment that I'll never go there. So the last picture. I'm sure that Jill. This lady right here. Getting 100% of it. She might still be there. And I think, the epitome of. I've given you. We replaced. Remains of every kind. Yeah, I think there needs to be a. And so and I've taken. What the Hendricks Center. Consultation. It's not, yes. Which is ultimately, that's what we need to be focused on. Or whether it's something lying around the state. Yeah, that's possible. So, having said, where we're at today is. I think with the final thought, at the same time, of all, I think it needs to. In order to understand.
Any questions from any of the commission members?
I have a comment.
Go ahead, Judge.
Judge, I want to thank you for being here. As a judge myself, a county judge, I know the issues that come along with budget time. There's nothing glamorous about spending more money in the jail. You got potholes and pets running around, and not the potholes are there and the pets are running around. And there's nothing exciting when it comes to spending money on the jails, but we are dealing with humans. Some are guilty, some are innocent, but for you to be here, I'm appreciative of that. I would hope that other judges would pay attention to what this commission does and make themselves available on a little bit more regular basis. So thank you.
Director Armstrong?
Was at Rains County, July of 25, and again, February of 26. Both these comprehensive inspections, they did pass. They have been removed off of enhanced enforcement, and we have received a letter from Rains County as well requesting to be removed from the remedial order since they are in compliance and off enhancements. So we would need a motion today to rescind the remedial order for Rains County.
Members, you've heard the recommendation from staff. Do I have a motion?
Yes, moved.
So moved. Got a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Item number F, still under old business, Robertson County.
Mr. Chair, Robertson County is on the agenda this morning for a review of its compliance status. Robertson County is in enhanced enforcement with a remedial order in place. Representatives are here to provide us with an update. I would like to note before they start that we did conduct a comprehensive inspection of Robertson County in December of 2025, and they are currently in compliance.
Chair.
That coupled with that.
Very good. Any questions or comments from commission staff? Director Armstrong?
So Robertson County needs to pass one more comprehensive inspection to be removed from the enhanced enforcement, and then we can look at the remedial order as well at that time. So at this time, we would just like to continue to monitor Robertson County with no action taken.
All right, very good. Thank you all. Item G, Runnels County.
Runnels County is on the agenda this morning for a review of its compliance status. Runnels County is in enhanced enforcement with a remedial order in place. We do have representatives from Reynolds County here. I would like to note as well, we conducted a comprehensive inspection of Reynolds County in October of 25 and again in February of 26, which means they have passed 2 comprehensive inspections now and have been removed off of enhanced enforcement. Sheriff?
Commission members, any questions for the sheriff or the county judge or commissioner? Seeing none, Director Armstrong, give a recommendation on this one?
I do. First, I would like to thank the judge and the commissioners for coming this way to be here to support your sheriff. Reynolds County did send us a request to be removed from the remedial order. So at this time, we would need a motion to rescind the remedial order for Reynolds County because they are in compliance after passing 2 comprehensive inspections.
All right, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Item H, Tarrant County District Attorney request for Attorney General Opinion RQ-0590-KP regarding 5111.021A.
This is an attorney general opinion that was requested several months ago by Tarrant County. The ruling finally came out. It's been on the agenda for a while. So we just want to give you an update. It came out right after our last meeting. And just a summary of the agenda. This is to deal with death in custodies. The question was the death of a prisoner in a county jail. So do we have the right to investigate, assign an independent investigator to investigate deaths that die, people that die in a hospital versus the county jail? So the Attorney General's in summary came back and said, as well as for the custody care and treatment of prisoners under 511009A2, as such, there can be no claim that subjected under 511021C constitutes the commission only authority to promulgate death-adjacent investigation rules. Our interpretation of subsection 511021C therefore has no bearing on whether the rule with which was adopted under different authorities is facially valid. The question is beyond the scope of your request, and we decline to expand the scope of this opinion. Basically, they said the definition of death in a county jail is that dying in the hospital does not comply with that. But they said we do have the right to promulgate rules to help with statute, and we've done that, and we have the right to continue appointing independent investigations.
You're good. Any questions of the director? All right. Before moving into new business, I'm going to put us into recess for 10 minutes. It is now 10:16. We will resume at 10:26. We are recessed. All right, if everybody would take your seats, we're back in session. All right, it's 10:27. We are back in session here on the May the 7th of 2026. Moving on to item number 6, new business A, Hidalgo County Jail. Director Armstrong.
Mr. Chair, Hidalgo County Jail was on the agenda this morning for sprinkler head inspections. This needs to be pulled with no action taken has been removed.
Item B, Hood County Jail.
Hood County Jail is on the agenda this morning. Government Code 511.0097, fire sprinkler head inspection. The deletion of sprinkler heads. Hood County is currently in the planning stages of a jail expansion. Local fire code requires that these areas of facility be equipped with an automatic sprinkler system. Hood County officials have submitted a request that sprinkler heads not be required at the inmate housing, holding, or violence cells with a new addition and renovated areas. All other areas of the jail would be equipped with sprinkler heads, and all other code requirements would meet or exceed. This request is in accordance with statute. It is not a variance, but rather a commission action. The statute in question is 511.0097. This does allow a county to petition that automatic sprinkler heads not be installed in inmate holding and housing areas. However, they're required to meet and exceed, again, all other life safety requirements, such as 60-second detection time in inmate housing areas, smoke and fume removal system, and a Class 3 standpipe and hose system. I don't know if we have any
Do we have any representatives from Hood County here?
The contractors.
Morning.
Sheriff, on to the
Any questions from any commission members? Director Armstrong?
Our construction staff, planning staff has had the opportunity to review this, and the facility will be meeting all these requirements in place. So at this time, we would recommend approving this.
All right, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item C, Jasper County Jail.
Jasper County Jail is on the agenda as well for sprinkler heads removals. This morning, they're requesting the deletion of automatic sprinkler heads. Jasper County is planning stages as well for a jail expansion. Again, this request is in accordance with statute. It is not a variance, but rather a commission action. Statute in question again is 511.0097, which does allow county to petition that automatic sprinkler heads are not installed in inmate holding and housing areas. However, they're still required to meet or exceed all other life safety requirements. I don't know if we have any representatives from Jasper County here.
Yep. Armstrong? Are any questions from any of the commission members?
So Jasper County has been working with staff, and we have reviewed this request, and we do recommend that to go ahead and move forward with the deletion of the sprinkler heads for Jasper County at this time.
Very good. Well, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item D, San Patricio County Jail, notice of noncompliance. Director Armstrong?
So San Patricio is on the agenda this morning for its compliance status. San Patricio had failed 2 inspections within the last 18 months, placing them in enhanced enforcement. On October 9th of 2025, March of 2026, San Patricio failed a comprehensive inspection while the inspector was out there. So in accordance with the Texas Administrative Code, Part 37, Part 9, Chapter 297.9, if the jail fails one of these 2 full inspections, they're subject to immediate enforcement action, and that's why they're here at the meeting today.
We had our inspection. We'll get that request done. Arnold will come over and check.
All right. Commissioners, do y'all have any questions for the sheriff?
Just one question. Was the fire inspection situation the only thing that you all had failed? Okay.
We got issue with. And we have. We got the for we had to replace it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Director Armstrong, any questions?
I don't believe so. San Patricio, like I said, is an enhanced enforcement. They will have to pass 2 comprehensive inspections moving forward to be removed from that. But at this time, due to the 3rd failed inspection during that period, enforcement action is required by statute. So we recommend a remedial order be put in place for San Patricio County to comply with minimum jail standards.
Commissioners, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion for a remedial order for San Patricio County? Got a motion? Do I have a second? I have got a second. Judge Fouth, I think, edged that one out. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item E, Valverde Private County Jail, notice of noncompliance.
Mr. Chair, Valverde is on the agenda this morning in accordance with Local Government Code 511.011, which states if a notice of noncompliance is issued to a facility operated by a private entity under Section 351 or 361 of the Local Government Code, the compliance status of the facility shall be reviewed at the next meeting of the Commission of Jail Standards. I am pleased to say that Valverde Private is currently in compliance with minimum jail standards. They were able to gain that prior to the meeting, and Sheriff's here to speak with us.
Go ahead, Sheriff.
Chairman, Commissioner. Joe Frank Martinez. We're here to. January. We're. Has been upgraded. Discipline issue and some.
All right, very good. Any questions from any of the commission members? Director Armstrong?
And again, Inspector Allen has worked with Valverde Private to review these deficiencies, work with them to fix these deficiencies, and they have been re-inspected and are in compliance. So we would need no action at this time. It's just an update required by statute.
Very good. Thank you very much. Judge. Item number 7, variances. A, Dallas County. Little letter A, 259-143B, furnishings for inmate housing areas. I see we have a representative coming.
Dallas County is here today for a continued variance that they have in place. It was approved for 1 year and it is expired and time to be reviewed again. So.
How many, are those beds all in use?
Yes.
All are in use, okay. Director Armstrong, any questions?
That was one of my questions. Have the beds been utilized? You said they are being utilized. Okay. What is the county doing to long-term goals for your population and bed counts? You're in discussions with architects or contract? Okay. Since they're in discussions, we recommend to continue to work with Dallas County with their variance beds. We can extend this for a year as long as we're continuing to move forward with the beds to allow construction or whatever y'all's plan of action is. We'd like to hear from you soon as that plan of action and who you're with.
All right, any other questions, comments from staff?
Got one question, Sheriff.
Go ahead.
For the variances of the beds for the last 12 months, have you all had any issues strictly related to the variance, the additional beds? Thank you.
Anything else? All right, I think we have a recommendation from staff to extend this variance 1 more year. Do I have a motion on that?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Got a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item B, Galveston, A and B, both pertaining to furnishings. Director Armstrong?
Galveston County's on the agenda this morning for a variance, and this same thing is to continue a variance that is already in place. And I believe we have representatives to give us an update on where they're at.
Hi.
Any questions from any commission members? Go ahead.
Could you give us a number? So, and we had 24 bumps. So we've been using. You're within your capacities. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Absolutely. Any other questions? Director Armstrong?
So this variance originally started as a variance for congregation levels above 48. And that has changed in statute that you can congregate up to 72. But the variance does still have an issue with laboratories and showers, furnishings that are not up to standards that would have to have a variance on. So have we thought about how long this is going to go on? You said you're in discussions with bonds, or if not, have we thought about an alternative of adding the plumbing to these areas? That way we could do away with the variance for the plumbing and things since the congregation levels have changed?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is,
Okay. Do y'all work with the Galveston Coordinating Council as well?
Yes, yes, sir.
And what's going on with that, with the discussions with the jail? I mean, how's that work?
Tony.
Okay, okay. How often are you using those beds? You said you didn't go over the 48, but you,
We're using the housing areas capable. January. October.
okay,
You have a recommendation?
yes. I think at this time, we could recommend to continue the variance for 6 months with review of the toilets and showers at that time to see where they're at and replacing the plumbing or moving forward with construction.
All right.
I have a-
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
If y'all are talking, I know if your commissioners are talking about a bond election, then y'all are gonna have to make a decision, or they're gonna have to make a decision on that no later than some date in August. Mr. Director, are they going to be back on the agenda for the August meeting?
Yes,
So you can give us an update of if you're going forward with the bond election, and then looking forward, November the 5th is our next meeting. After that, y'all would have a result of yes or no that the bond passed.
Yes, sir.
So that would give us some information, I think, I'm not going to use the word lenient, but to consider the variances until you can get your bond money or whatever you're going to need to do to make those improvements.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Thank you. Thank you,
Good.
Chairman.
Any other questions or comments? You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion to approve the variance for 6 months?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? And I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll see y'all in August.
Thank you for your time.
thank you. Thank you, sir.
Item C, Sabine. Item A, 259.134, multiple occupancy cells. Director Armstrong?
Mr. Chair, Sabine County is on the agenda for a continuation of a variance that is currently in place. This variance originated in May of 2023, and the last approval, I believe, was for 6 months. So we'll see if we have an update.
Well,
Okay.
Any questions from any commission members? Judge, would you mind giving us an update on where you think everything's moving with regard to new construction?
my name's Darryl. I will be retiring.
Oh.
I'll rerun. Has to come back. No, it isn't what you got. Knowing that we have jail, clean beds, so we're having a house. When necessary. Well, I would purchase. physical needs that we're going to be sent in. Just March of this year. Staffing need. 2 weeks, we have a appointment with an architect and so we're 34% tax. And to build a I have to commend that campaigns on doing bond. We're talking. How do you present this? We are.
Very good. Any other questions or comments from any of the commission members? Director Armstrong?
I have a quick question. You said you have a meeting in 2 weeks. Have you contracted with that architect or is this just a meeting?
We haven't. Approximate pricing to kind of see where we're at. We're basically getting a price.
Chair, with that, being that they're a small jail, 21 beds, and they're not using them very often, just when needed, I think we can recommend to continue the variance for 6 months and see where they're at with hiring an architect and to continue them forward with their construction.
Commissioners, you've heard the recommendation from staff. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion. Second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll see you back in August. Item D, Starr County. Director Armstrong?
Starr County's on the agenda this morning for a continuation of their variance. 321 bed facility. They've asked for a variance, I believe, because they're helping house for Hidalgo County. It's not necessarily because they're overcrowded. So with that, we'll have Starr County give us an update.
I'm Chief. Here. We have
Very good. Any questions or comments from commissioners? Director Armstrong?
How many are you housing for Hidalgo County right now? 34? Okay. We have talked with Hidalgo County and Starr County this week, and our plan is to continue to work with Hidalgo to see where they're at moving forward. They're housing out 2 different counties and housing at a private facility. But yes, since they're continuing to help Hidalgo stay in compliance and they're staying in compliance with what they're doing, we can recommend to continue this variance for 12 months to help their neighboring counties.
All right, commissioners, you heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item E, Wharton County. Director Armstrong.
Mr. Chair, Wharton County is on the agenda this morning, continuing a variance. This variance was issued November of 2022. They have remained in compliance during all this time, and we have a representative here to talk about the variance.
With this variance,
Very good. Any questions or comments? Director Armstrong?
With the report given by Wharton County, we're glad to hear that you're moving forward and that you have hired a contractor and looking at building a 240-bed facility. So we'll stay in contact with you and through this process, and we would recommend to continue with a 12-month variance for them.
Commissioners, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? And I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Good luck, Sheriff. You bet. Item 8. Administrative Rules Advisory Committee. Item A, Rules for Adoption. Director Armstrong?
Following rules have been sent to the Texas Registry for comment. Am I the right one? Yes.
Rules for Adoption.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we should be here at 7.
Yeah, no, that's what I called out.
Okay. I'm on the right one.
Next one.
Okay. Administrative rules, rules for adoption. So these rules have been sent to Texas Registry, have come back from Texas Registry with no comments and are up for adoption. There is one rule, 263.40 plans, that we would like to pull from this list, but all the others, and I'll read them, we would like to recommend for adoption. 259.168 television monitoring, 259.264 television monitoring, 259.358 television monitoring, 259.454 television monitoring, 259.770 television monitoring, 275.1 regular observation by correctional officers, 275.7 supervision outside of the security perimeter court holding cells, 259.117 inmate entrance, 259.123 kitchen, 259.141 dormitories, 259.151 detention doors, 259.153 door closures, 259.737 dormitories, 269.3 weapon ammunition procedures. And again, we'd like to pull 263.40 plans from this, all others to be adopted.
Can we do those in with one motion? I got you. All right, so I think you've heard the recommendation from staff for rules for adoption, 259.168 television monitoring, 259.264 television monitoring, 259.358 television monitoring, 259.454 television monitoring, 259.770 television monitoring, 275.1 regular observation by corrections officers, 275.7 supervision outside the security perimeter court holding cells, 259.117 inmate entrance, 259.123 kitchen, 259.141 dormitories, 259.151 detention doors, 259.153 door closures, 259.737 dormitories, and 269.3 weapon and ammunition procedures. Do I have a motion to adopt these rules?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
And I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item B, rules for public comment. Director Armstrong?
Do we need to handle 263.40 since we pulled it, or does that go?
I left it out of the motion,
Okay.
so.
Rules for public comment, 259.132, exercise areas, 253.1 definitions, 216.6 complaints, 265.4 inmate files, 265.5 health tags, 265.7 telephone use, 267.7 release of ward, 273.2 health service plan, 273.9 guardianship, 281.5 staff supervision. These rules have been sent to the Advisory Rules Committee and has been sent to public comment. Actually, we're requesting them to be sent to public comment, to the Texas Register for public comment at this time.
All right. So rules for public comment, item 259.132, exercise areas, 253.1 definitions, 216.6 complaints, 265.4 inmate files, 265.5 health tags, 265.7 telephone use, 267.7 release of ward, 273.2 health services plan, 273.9 guardianship, and 281.5 staff supervision. Do I have a motion to move those forward to the public registry for public comment?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I will call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item C, public petition for change to minimum jail standards. First one is Alerma Davis on overdetention. Director Armstrong?
Mr. Chair, this public request for minimum jail standards change came in through email to us to implement whether jails release inmates when they've completed their sentence. It was pretty vague. We sent this to the Administrative Rules Committee, and they have asked us to reach out to Almira Davis and request more information on the rule that she's trying to adopt. So we just ask you allow us to continue working on this rule and take it back to the advisory committee when we get that information.
Very good. We don't think we need
I don't think
action
any
on that.
action on that.
All right, Paula Keith, also on overdetention.
This request came in on April the 11th. It states since April of 2023, the Dallas County Jail has repeatedly failed to release inmates with a judicial order of release, resulting in overstays of a few days to 108 days. This problem is due to computer communication issues, human error, and failure to send PIN packs. According to Texas Tribune on March 19th of 2026, when asked by the Tribune if this agency would implement a requirement for jails to stop over detention, TCJS Interim Executive Director Ricky Armstrong said the agency would do so if the legislator passed a law or if a member of the public proposed the change. As a citizen of the state of Texas, I'm hereby requesting that the requirement be created for county jails to release inmates on time. I scheduled a meeting with my Texas House representative regarding legislation. Can my comment be read at the next commission meeting on May 7th, 2026? So this is very similar to the one we just talked about. So I would kind of like to ask the board to allow us to take this to the Administrative Rules Committee to be reviewed and looked into.
Very good. I'm not going to get this right. Ritu Sampesh, Women's Health.
This rule was sent to us as well, and I believe we had some public comment on it today. It talks about, this letter finds you well. My name is Ritu Sampesh, and I'm third-year medical student in Houston, Texas. Over the past 3 years, had the privilege of teaching health education courses to individuals in Harris County Sheriff's Office, carceral system. Individuals who are incarcerated represent one of the most vulnerable members of our community, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to share the education with justice-involved population during these workshops. Through this workshop, I've witnessed both the resilience of incarcerated individuals and the critical gaps that remain in meeting basic health needs. I'm writing to respectfully bring attention to such gap that has important implications for women's health. During our women's health sessions, we emphasize the importance of wearing clean, breathable cotton underwear and changing it daily. However, female inmates have constantly shared that they only receive 2 clean pairs of underwear each week. Additionally, they share that access to laundry resources is limited for washing soiled underwear, leading to the use of unclean underwear for many days. We found this deeply concerning. This is not a major comfort and dignity, but also a clear public health concern. Access to clean underwear is a basic health need. Limited access to clean underwear creates conditions that increase the risk of bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections by promoting heat, moisture, and bacterial overgrowth. These conditions are not only uncomfortable, but can lead to more serious complications if left untreated. We hope to bring this to the attention of the issue in the interest of increasing access to at least 1 clean pair of underwear each day for incarcerated individuals, a relatively low-cost intervention with meaningful health impacts. Public-specific literature suggests the rates of bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections among incarcerated populations exceed 50%, or over half the sample individuals. Improving access to clean clothing is a meaningful step that may reduce this burden. In fact, addressing basic hygiene needs represents a practical and evidence-based opportunity to reduce preventable health issues with this population. So with that, I would request that we send this to the advisory committee and work with our subject matter experts on this.
We need a action on that one?
No.
No. Okay, so it's be moved back for review. All right, item.
Can I
go
make a
get-
comment?
Go right ahead.
Director, on that, is there able, as y'all do a study on that, would you be able to put together a cost analysis, what's currently provided to female inmates, what that cost is? And then if we expand that to a recommendation or we make a decision to move forward where it's a daily change or twice a day, get some costs that would be associated with that. I know the conversation comes, it's not about the money. Well, when you're talking the county budgets, it is all about the money. But if some of these health concerns that have been brought to our attention are costing more money than the additional accommodation, then I think we as a commission might want to review that.
We will sure do that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions for Director Armstrong? All right, moving on to item D, 4-year rule review. Item A, readoption. Director Armstrong.
We're requesting at this time this is part of our 4-year rule review for readoption. 283.1 through 291.5 on our agenda has been reviewed through the committee, and we recommend, hold on. I'm sorry. These are the ones that we're going to be looking at during the next rule review. So this will be going to the Advisory Rules Committee to be reviewed, just as an update for you on our 4-year rule review.
Information only. Yes. Okay. Any questions on the items up for readoption? All right, item B, published for review. Director Armstrong.
So B is published for review as well, 291.1 through 301.2. These are going to be published to the Texas Registry for upcoming reviews as well. I think I made a mistake on that.
1 second.
So if I can, I want to back up to D.
All right.
And D is for readoption. These rules have been reviewed. There are no changes to these rules, and we would like to present them for readoption with the 4-year rule review.
All right. So
My apologies.
moving back to item D, 4-year review. So We are, I think the request is to readopt item 283.1 inmate discipline plan, 283.2 inmate rules and regulations, 283.3 inmate grievance plan, 285.1 physical exercise, 258.2 sunlight, 285.3 activities, 285.4 volunteers, 287.1 education and rehabilitation plan, 287.2 criteria and eligibility, 287.3 continuity, 287.4 library plan, 289.1 assignment and supervision, 289.2 voluntary work, 289.3 maximum hours, 289.4 outside the security perimeter, 289.5 non-exclusivity, 291.1 inmate telephone plan, 291.2 inmate correspondence plan, 291.3 inmate commissary plan, 291.4 visitation plan, and 291.5 inmate religious practices plan. Do I have a motion to readopt those rules?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now we'll go to item B, I'm sorry, published for review.
So these are the rules that, for the 4-year rule review, that we're requesting to be published, to be sent to the committee for the next review.
So
We need a vote.
yeah, we'll request a motion to publish the following items for review in the Texas Registry: 299.1 policy, 299.2 filing, 299.3 contents, 299.4 burden, 299.5 determination notice, 299.6 request for hearing, 300.1 general, 300.2 designated services, 300.3 applicable facilities, 300.4 setting fees, 300.5 collection of fees, 301.1 procedures, and 301.2 decision. Do I have a motion to publish those for review?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 9, IDD Advisory Committee. Director Armstrong.
This is an update on the IDD Advisory Committee. We have on the agenda a commission representative, but we have not got the name yet. We have one of the members from HHSC stepping down, and they're going to be providing us a name for somebody to look into for a replacement.
HHSC is the newest one stepping?
No.
Oh.
No. It's one of the older ones.
Oh, okay.
She's going to a different position.
I got you. Okay. Do you have any update at all? None?
The chair usually does that, sir.
I wasn't chair of the last meeting, so I ended up on the phone the entire time. Item C, HHSC representative appointment, we discussed that one already. And then item D, chairman appointment. On the chairman appointment, I had approached the current vice chair for that and asked if he had interest in taking over as chair on that. I'll still remain on the committee, but going to hand the heavy lifting over to him with y'all's approval. And with that, I would nominate Lee Johnson, Texas Council, to be the chairman of the IDD Advisory Committee.
Do you need a motion?
Yeah, no, well, I made the motion. I need a second.
A second.
Got a second? Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We had item 10, staff report. Director Armstrong.
All right, we'll move through these. Completed staff reports. In your packet, these complete projects are listed in the commission meeting book provided to commission members. B, the jail planning and construction list. The 4-page construction report is included in your packet as well for your review. C, jails and compliance and noncompliance, please refer to the list of compliant and noncompliant jails that are in your packets. And remember that these are about a month out because of the agenda that we have to post. Some of these jails may be in compliance at this time. Status of remedial orders. As you've heard today, we were able to remove 2 remedial orders and add 1 remedial order. So this will be changing, but that was the current list as of the agenda for the meeting. Next item is E, status and composition of jail population. This information is provided in a 1-page report to the commission members for your review.
72,000.
The next item is staff training activities. This is a list of training opportunities and trainings that were performed by staff members in our book. So you can see the activities and the training and technical assistance that we provide throughout the state through the quarter. Item G is our financial report and our budget. As you can see, we are within our budget. We watch our budget very close because it is a very tight budget, and we operate always within our budget to the best of our ability. We don't plan on going over. Item H is the inmate complaint report. This is a 3-month look on the complaints that have come in and been reviewed. Non-jurisdictional complaints continue to be the prevailing complaints that we receive. Out of reports that are jurisdictional, it would fall under medical, would be our most, as comes in second there, that are reviewed.
That's it. All right. Item 11, in accordance with the Open Meetings Act, we will be moving into executive session to discuss any legal matters and personnel matters related to the executive director at this time. It is 11:14, and we are now in executive session. We would ask everybody to please leave the room for now. We'll call you back
asking for the actual motion? Okay, so I move to set the salary of Office Director at $125,000.
Other business, commission-sponsored events. Director Armstrong?
Commission-sponsored events and workshops, we have none at this time. Commission staffing, no changes since the last meeting, since our other director retired on us. Off-duty employment, we have none that conflict at this time. And miscellaneous letters of comment. Under miscellaneous letters of comments, I would like to recognize some staff at this time. It will just a few minutes here. First off, we have Wendy Wisniewski. Wendy started with the agency in 2017. This should be given to her in 2022, 5 years of service.
5+.
Jason Jewett started the agency in 2018. He should have received this in 2023. Leslie Spear started the agency in 2019. He should have had this in 2020. Michael Rabbit started the agency in 2020. Should receive this in 2025. And Caitlin Hickner started the agency in 2021. Should receive this in 2026. We have two others.
We'll catch them in a couple of years, right?
Yeah, we're going to stay on top of this from now on, but we do have two others who are not present. Derek Spencer, who started in 2018 and should have received it in 23, and Melvin Bowser, who is currently at the conference teaching that everybody's been talking about. He started in 20 and should have received it in 2025.
All right. Item 14, next commission meeting is tentatively scheduled for Thursday, August 6, 2026, right back here at the Stephen F. Austin Building. We also have tentatively scheduled Thursday, November 5th, 2026 in the Stephen F. Austin Building. Item number 15, I would ask for a motion to adjourn. I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. No discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Good job.